The affair is the point in Series 6 in which we'll likely realise what the writers are trying to do here. We've obviously seen Jez and Elena's ever-increasing interest in each other in the episodes leading up to this one, but with the introduction of Gale and the realisation that she and Jez are, unbeknownst to her, love rivals, it's clear that the show is going for a more conventional take on a love story than we've had so far. This, in combination with the fact that Series 6 seems a lot more streamlined and serialised in terms of its plot and story progression in comparison to its predecessors, make it feel almost like a mini soap opera, with this episode being the one that really establishes this idea and sets the drama in motion. While the episode does have this somewhat new feeling, it also calls back to some old ideas too, those being Big Sue's and Alan's weird relationship and Mark's obedience and subservience to Alan, both of which were brilliant when they were first introduced and are still great here. I love Johnson's small talk about things like his non-wireless printer and Windows Vista. He manages to make such mundane things absolutely hilarious with his line delivery. It really cannot be stressed enough just how good Patterson Joseph is in this role, and this episode definitely features one of his best performances. I kinda wish that more time in this episode was given to showing Susan Johnson's relationship, as they're both great characters, though I'm definitely a proponent of leaving things up to the viewer's imagination, and in a way, I think the two of them just being a couple that somehow exists despite both of them seeming unhappy makes their situation potentially more interesting than just explaining everything outright. One of my favourite parts about this episode is when Jez realises that Elena is going out with Gale, not a man as he assumed. He considers himself to be truly in love and has gone all out for Elena, including making that horrifying bust of her, yet doesn't care about the fact that he's just a thing on the side for her because of the assumed potential for a threesome with two women. Plus, it's also kind of nice how the main relationship in the series at this time is one that involves Jez, as Mark has dominated this aspect of the show up to this point. This episode is pretty good and definitely contains some fun moments, though I can't say that the main story is too gripping, and there's definitely the feeling that we're just going through the motions, as the inevitable outcome of the three-way relationship is pretty obvious even at this stage, but I still think it's an enjoyable episode overall.